are in Hanley, Stoke-on-Trent, the city centre, and we're on a piece of land that has been donated to the Lidice Lives organisation by Tesco, which is just across the way here. So in 2022 it will be the 80th anniversary since the people of Stoke-on-Trent and Sir Barnett Stross launched a campaign called Lidice Shall Live, which was to rebuild the village of Lidice just outside of Prague in the Czech Republic. This land will become a garden of peace, remembrance, celebrating the actions of Stoke-on-Trent people, of the mining industry, of the miners. Lidice was a mining village, and the miners, once they heard of the plight of Lidice, vowed to help, and they contributed from their wages. This in the middle of the war years, for a village that was 1,000 miles away, that nobody had ever heard of and would never ever go to, was quite an amazing thing to do, I think. And I think it's something that as a city we should be incredibly proud of. It's a very aspirational and inspirational story that is a true reflection of what the people of Stoke-on-Trent did.
The idea is that over there'll be a centrepiece, which will be a sculpture containing Barnett Stross in the centre, and then on one side a miner, which will represent sort of determination and strength, the other side a woman and child. The majority of this land will be a rose garden with paths moving through it, and pieces of civic art will be donated from communities which have an association with Stoke-on-Trent and Lidice. Now we're working with those communities, and these communities are in like Brazil and other places in South America and Latin America and the US, and also communities in Europe which, like Lidice, were destroyed. Put in the Netherlands, Marsaboto in Italy, Telavag in Norway, communities like this. So we have two different sets of communities really, those that celebrate the rebirth of Lidice and communities which, like Lidice, were destroyed. So coming in from both sides, these communities, hopefully they will donate pieces of civic art, and so the idea is these pieces will begin to form what will become, hopefully, a completed Lidice legacy garden.
The inspiration for the actual plinth area where the statues could be sited came from me on Google looking at Lidice, and while I was just clicking through I just came upon a picture of the ruins from the original buildings, and it was just a grass verge, an embankment with stones sticking out and a little turret at the side, and I thought, wow, that's really struck a chord with me. It's really interesting. And it just felt right, because I was thinking, how could I portray this? Because I want people to be able to engage with the sculpture, you know, and be able to sit there and be part of it, not just, you know, stand 30 foot away and don't go nowhere near it. Hence, you know, I built this platform area so people can stand there and they can have a photo shoot there, and they can sit here and they can have a picnic and they can enjoy it and just be part of the sculpture.
It's about peace and friendship. It's about exploring the links between Stoke-on-Trent and Lidice. It's about celebrating the things that the people of Stoke-on-Trent did back in 1942 when the village of Lidice was destroyed. So that's the sort of background to it. It's completely overgrown, as we can see at the minute, and we're just really beginning the process of looking at sculptures, of seating, of landscaping. One of the things I've noticed this morning when we come to look at what's going on here is there's some natural pathways here where people are walking across to get to the other part of the town. So we need to take that into consideration. What we don't want is to develop this fantastic garden area and it be trampled upon. So this is a natural route, and I think that one of the things that we should look at is actually making sure that there's a pathway here then. If people are using it as a pathway, let's celebrate that, and let's have the sculptures and let's have the flowers or whatever it ends up being on either side of the pathway.
I always like this idea of, if, you know, nothing existed, we just disappeared into dust, but everything was still as it is, trees, statues. You know, people from another planet came down listening to what was going on, rather than some abstract sculpture, that doesn't really tell a story. So it's pretty, you know, you can see what's going on. Each piece will tell a story visually, and obviously we'll give the information. We can mention, you know, about the pit disasters and all kinds of things, and link it all together. So we can keep our heritage incorporated into this project as well.
We're at a location where people can see this, and it's great for the profile of the city. You know, this garden lit up, the sculpture lit up at night. It's just going to be fantastic for the city, and I'd love to think that businesses, organisations across the city would like to get behind this, the funding of the sculpture and the funding of the preparation of the land and so on and so forth. It would be fantastic.